name is Christina Barbeau, and I joined LRSD in 2008. And Kimberly Oberlin and I were the founders of the current phase of the color guard. And I did color guard for about 9 years, and then I cross-trained in ensembles. We have what we call ditties, which are small little routines that go with any of the drum corps cadences. They're about 64 beats looped to give us enough time to make it through any cadence changes in a parade or performance. The ditties were created by all of us members of the color guard. Kimberly Oberlin wrote our main performance piece, which is Rock Out, and then each of us original members wrote a particular ditty, and some of us stole moves from older routines that we already knew from high school. And others were just freshly written, and then we hope that any new members that joined the Guard would, after their first season of being part of it, would take on the task of writing their own ditty. So the ditties are a bit of an afterthought. When Kimberly and I started, we started with the intention of having the Rock Out performance piece for a roller derby event in June, and we started in February. So from February until June, our main focus was getting Rock Out dialed in, ready for halftime at roller derby. So the day of that performance, there was another gig, some outside Park Festival, and Greg asked us to join them as the new color guard. And when we got there, we realized that the drummers played about 20 minutes before they actually ever did Rock Out. And we, as the color guard, just stood there with our flags and realized that if we were going to actually be part of the group as like an inclusive voice, that we needed to figure something out beyond just the performance piece. So as an afterthought, Kimberly came up with the brilliant idea that we needed to write a few small routines that would get us through these 15-20 minute performances, and then we learned about Starlight Parade. And we thought, well, how are we going to fill a 2-hour parade with one performance piece? So then Kimberly wrote her first ditty, and then I stole the alma mater performance from my high school color guard and made my first ditty. And then another gal, Catherine, who was part of the original group, she wrote a third one. So that's how we came up with the Kimberly, the Christina, and Catherine named hers the Loser. So those were the first 3 ditties. It was kind of if you showed up and participated and figured it out, you got to be part of the Guard. But after about 3 seasons or so, and with enough turnover of members, we found that it was important to try out and follow the similar format that the drum corps does. Yes, we do. In the beginning, it was just kind of a hodgepodge of black mini skirts and red tank tops and some cool boots if we could figure it out. And then eventually it morphed into what became our uniform, which is a black pleated skirt, mini skirt, fishnets, red and black striped socks, Doc Martens to the knee, and the tank top that I'm wearing right now. And then we always encouraged as much flair as you could wear, so necklaces, earrings, bracelets, as long as they didn't get in the way of the spinning. So the first one is our basic warm-up, which is a W, and we basically took our warm-up and we cut it into half to make it ditty length. Kimberly wrote the Kimberly, which is just a K, so we use a lot of sign language. Figured it'd be easy enough. Christina, I wrote the loser. The Catherine wrote. Larissa wrote the blah blah blah. And then we morphed the loser, Kimberly, and Christina, and took one section of each of those and made the three, which gave us a new ditty. And then Morgan wrote the Pete Townsend, which is wonderful. And that, I think, is all of our ditties. We have morphed the Kimberly into Entrada and Tremors as a little snippet performance piece, and that is a combination of the Kimberly and one blah. And then we have two performance pieces, the Rock Out and Tsunami, and then the Rock Out has two versions, one for parade and one for standstill gigs like roller derby and field shows. So Tsunami was the newest performance piece written by the drum corps, and it was clear that we wanted something kind of spectacular to take down to Long Beach and perform for the Long Beach Junior Concert Band annual performance. And everybody was itching for something a little more robust of a, so to speak, field show. And so Greg and Jody helped me tremendously with kind of breaking down and understanding the counts of Tsunami. And I took just various experiences of field shows and drafted a performance piece that we ended up performing at a couple roller derbies, as well as down in Long Beach for, not sure what anniversary it was, but I believe it was 2012, which was actually then the beginning of what then became the group getting involved in creating the Society for Syncopated Drumming, which is our nonprofit arm of drum corps, which is preserving the art of syncopated drumming through education, performance, and historical archiving.